Well, the time is just gone 11 minutes to 10 a.m. as we continue this morning with the broadcast. And we're going across now to join from the Malawi Red Cross Society. We're speaking with the communications manager at the Malawi Red Cross Society. We're speaking with Felix Washon just to get an update with regard to the cyclone that had hit Malawi, causing a lot of devastation. Felix, good morning to you and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Yes, Felix, just the latest situation in Malawi. We know that the cyclone had hit Malawi, and really the devastation has been huge. It has been enormous to the extent that we've even seen the president of Malawi appealing for immediate aid after Cyclone Freddy had actually hit Malawi. A number of people have died already, and there are many missing. So, what is the latest situation?
The latest situation is that the search and rescue continues, provision of first aid continues, evacuation of people from the disaster areas to safer places continues. I wish to bring to attention that after the cyclone, yes, it's gone. It's been 2 days now since the heavy rain stopped. But at the moment, we still have rivers that have still high level of waters. We still have areas that have heavily flooded and that people are still trapped. We still have areas that have not yet been reached, and we are yet to reach those areas so that people can be rescued and supported and evacuated to safer places.
Yes. How difficult is it to reach these areas that you haven't reached yet, Felix?
It has been very difficult to reach the areas that have not yet been reached because some of the bridges have been washed away, some of the roads have cut off, and for the past few days, airlifting was a challenge. But today we are relieved that yesterday we got news from Malawi Defense Force that they have collaborated with the government of Zambia and that the government of Zambia is sending 2 aircrafts to support the search and rescue. This morning, we just collaborated with MDF, where we have supported them with some first aid kits to be used in the search and rescue. So, yes, it is indeed a challenge to reach out to many areas, and you must also be aware that some of the people are still buried in the rubble that broke out from the mountain in Blantyre.
Yes. Now, just looking at coordinating the search and rescue effort, and we know it is by no means an easy task, and we know that Malawi, as a country itself, possibly may not have the capacity to conduct this entire search and rescue effort, and just placing a lot of reliance, I would suppose, from outside countries, like you mentioned, Zambia is just one of the country, but at this point in time, Malawi needs a lot of support.
Indeed, Malawi needs a lot of support in supporting especially the search and rescue further and also the needs. As a country, we have a well-experienced and well-capacitated and trained team of search and rescue led by government through MDF. But what has been the challenge has been the lack of equipment to use in the search and rescue. We are talking of enough boats. We are talking of enough helicopters for search and rescue, for airlifting. Yeah, so that's why the government has announced that we are in the state of disaster, and that has called for international community to support in all areas, both in the search and rescue, but also, most importantly, giving humanitarian aid that is needed most now.
At this point in time, do we have any idea as to how many people may be affected by Cyclone Freddy?
We have over 300 people that have died. We have over 200,000 people that have been affected and displaced. We still have over 800 people that are injured and over 50 people that are still missing. So this is a huge devastation.
Yes, well, clearly for the entire country, and I've even seen that the president and the country has declared 14 days of mourning.
Yes, indeed. Looking at the magnitude of the disaster and the number of people that have died, government announced 2 days ago that we are in the national of mourning for 14 days. So we are observing that. It's a somber mood for the country because we are overwhelmed by the devastation of the tropical cyclone Freddy.
Just as the Malawi Red Cross Society and looking at your involvement, what are you doing as the Red Cross Society, Felix?
The Malawi Red Cross Society is supporting the response. We are supporting the search and rescue. A part of the team that are conducting the search and rescue. We are providing first aid to the people that have been injured. We are supporting the evacuation of the people to the camps. We are supporting in the camp management. We are now supporting in the distribution of relief items. We are also providing psychosocial support. On top of that, we are also providing restoring family links, where we are providing free phone lines to people that are missing their colleagues, family members, so that they can try to phone and tell their relatives elsewhere that they are in need.
Yes, and just looking at NGOs from other parts around the world, have they made contact? Because we see generally, in a situation like this, when a disaster is struck, we see many non-governmental organizations, relief organizations, humanitarian organizations that actually come forward. Have they come forward yet?
Currently, we have been supported by the Danish Red Cross, the Swiss Red Cross, and the International Federation of the Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies, IFRC, which is the lead in the movement, the Red Cross movement. So far, the Red Cross has received support from these family movement partners.
Yes. So the immediate priority at this point in time is still the search and rescue effort because now, as you mentioned, the rains have actually subsided, and once equipment gets into place, you can actually intensify the search and rescue effort. But I think more importantly, it's going to take a long while to actually recover from this devastation because once that effort is over, it's going to be a humanitarian focus to make sure that people can get back to their lives and the basic needs: food, water, shelter. And I suppose that is going to be the priority as well, Felix.
Indeed, yes, that is the situation, and it is going to be a long walk to recovery. Yes, we will continue with the search and rescue, but also we are appealing to the international community to support the government with the assistance that is needed.
Well, Felix, we wish you all the best. We wish all the people of Malawi best, and obviously sad to see what has actually happened. And we actually share the pain of our brothers and sisters out in Malawi. Our fellow African brothers and sisters. But all the best to you. And yes, you need to be strong as the Red Cross and many of the organizations that are there at this point in time to do the best we can under the circumstances. So please take care.
Thank you so much.
Felix Washon joining us this morning, the communications manager at Malawi Red Cross Society, just providing us with an update out of Malawi and the cyclone that obviously has had devastating consequences for the people of Malawi. The time is headed for 10 a.m. and as we head towards closure this morning, from myself, it's been an absolute pleasure being with you on this day of Juma. Inshallah, the last day of Jummah, I would say, for before the month of Ramadan. And clearly at Salam Media, we are looking forward to bringing you everything we need to about Ramadan to step up another gear, to step up at another level from a programming perspective as far as the month of Ramadan is concerned, embracing the month of Ramadan, the experience of the month of Ramadan throughout the entire month of Ramadan. And let me assure you that that programming is going to change in this month of Ramadan, but more importantly, to have you, our listeners, our viewers, in our company during this month of Ramadan. So we certainly are looking forward to that. But for now, have yourself a great Jummah. Or let us remind ourselves once again, let us recite Surah Kahf, let us recite abundant durud on our beloved Master Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam on this beautiful day of a Jummah, and let us take full benefit from this day so that we can get closer to our Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Next up is going to be Just 24 by Sheikh Ahmed Al Ajmi. So, from myself and the team here at Salam Media, we wish you well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.